Welcome to Dextor Recons Tharsis. This is a game that has recently come out, and folks are playing a bit of this. I like this game for purposes of spending a little bit of quick time. Each run is fairly quick. We'll do one run through, and if you like it, leave me a like or subscribe, and let me know you want to see some more. In this game, we are going to be doing a travel from Earth to Mars. We're in a ship that's been damaged. There is a storyline that I'm going to skip through. I'm not going to show you any of the storyline. If you're looking for that, do a search. A lot of YouTubers will show you the full storyline. In this game, you have up to 9 different astronauts. The first top 4 are unlocked in the beginning of the game. The rest of these are unlocked by achieving various achievements, either by doing enough repairs, doing stress reduction, or as you can see, this last one's still unlocked, or not locked for me, is the meals. I need to, if I eat 220 meals of human meat, which you'll see, I know, nasty, then I can unlock that one. I'm going to go ahead and click on random. You can see we're going to get the doctor, the psychologist, the commander, and the captain. Each of these have some skills, which you'll see as we play. So the first thing that will occur is 2 events will happen. In this particular case, we took a meteor strike and there's a thermal error in these 2 ship components. We have 4 of our astronauts that are out here doing some kind of work for us. We can move them around to attempt to fix things. The white pips at the bottom are the number of dice they can roll. You can see there's a total of 5 they could be rolling. Right now the captain only has 4 available. Things to manage. You need to make sure you keep your dice up, and you also need to make sure you keep your health up so that when you take damage like this one here, if you let that one hit, they all take 1 point of damage and nobody dies. If you start losing astronauts, the game is pretty much over. We have to last 10 turns. Every turn, 2 to 3 of these kind of events will come in, so it's important to try to keep these cleared out. There are exceptions to that, which I won't get into, but if one pops up, we'll talk about it. On the side, we said health. Bottom is number of dice. The other side is stress. The higher it is, the more stress you have. Stress impacts your choices in between turns. At the bottom, you will see there are 3 pieces of research that we can do. Research is basically if you've got a dice, you don't want to use it, you can apply it to research under some rules. And that's how many dice you actually have to have in research to be able to use this particular card. Upper right-hand corner, you see food and assists. Assists block hazards. You can see here, for example, this thermal error could do 2 points of damage to the ship. If I roll a 1 or a 2, I would have a hazard occur, in this particular case, stasis. And I need to get 8 total points to fix this error. Over here on the left-hand side, we can see the white is the number of health points I have, which is 3. The red is how many points of damage I will take this turn if I do not fix all of the issues. So right now, I'll survive even if I don't fix everything. Next, if I click on ship info, each of these modules can give me some kind of benefit. No movement damage, so if I move through a damaged module, I won't take any damage. The greenhouse to get food, which gives me dice. Life support, which will give me dice. The medical bay, which will increase my health, bring me back up to full. The laboratory for some assists. Maintenance for ship repair. And operations to reduce my stress. Let's go ahead and get into this. We're going to bring one person in to fix something. Let this be the commander. We're going to put the commander in here because the commander has a special ability. Over here, you'll see it on the left-hand side. Any dice that's 1 or more will apply 4 repairs. So when I roll this dice, if I get a 1, like that one right there, I can turn that into a 4 and fix this. I know that I'm going to take 2 dice to fix this repair. I can't get an 8 on 1 die. So if I take this 1 and drop it in there, it'll give me 4 points. Boop. And this will fix it. Now I've completed it. The hazard goes away. If I had more dice, I could continue to roll and either apply them to the special module benefit or down here to research. You'll also notice that since I rolled a 1 and there was a hazard there, this 1 assist I had left blocked that effect, which is kind of nice sometimes. Alright, so I have 1 thing left to fix. I've got a captain in there already, I've got the psychologist, and I have the doctor. I'm not going to fix this with 1 person, but maybe 2, and now the question is, whose special effect do I really want to use? The doctor can heal everybody for a point, the psychologist can reduce everybody's stress, and the captain can give out dice. Well, we're all low on dice, so let's bring in the psychologist first. And let's see how far we get on our repairs. So you can see that stasis effect hit this dice. I can't roll that die now. I could roll these two if I wanted to, but I got a good roll. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the repair. And now I have 1 point to apply. I can apply it to the repair. I can put it in towards harvesting food, which might not be a bad idea because I can get 3 dice, or I can put it down here and try to get research. I'm actually going to put it in the harvest food. I suspect I might be able to get another 1. If I do roll a 1, it'll hit the stasis effect, and then that's where I'll put it. So 6 is really good to throw up here on the repair. I'm going to re-roll the 2. There's another 6. Now I have a really good chance that the captain is going to fix this. So let's roll the dice on the captain. There we go. We got a stasis effect. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in harvest food. I know that a 4 is going to fix this. I'm going to save that 4 to ensure I can repair this module. And I'm going to re-roll. I want to get a 1 or a 5. A 5. Nice. So if I put this one in here, watch these dice. You see there's 1, 2, and 3. Pop it in there. Now I have 2, 3, and 4. So now I've recharged everybody 1 die. Every turn I take takes away 1 die. So I've recharged them back to where they were when they started. And now I have a 4 and a 5 left. I'm going to take this 4 and repair the module. I will take the 5 and place it down here into research projects. You can see I have 1 point on research. This down here means I could shuffle these cards again if I wanted to. I'm okay with them. I'm going to keep them. So I've earned 1 food, and now you can see there's 2 food up here, one that I brought in, and then the 1 I just earned, and I've got everybody here finishing up. So now it's going to go into the next phase. It'll go into the storyline, which I'll skip. And now we're at the point where we get choices. Between each turn, you will have the chance to make a choice. The choice's benefits go up the lower your stress. Hence the reason why you want to try to keep your stress down. Now I have 2 things. I can get 2 assists and cost the ship 1 point of damage, or I can get 1 dice for these 2 guys and take 1 point of damage. If I look at the ship, I have 3 points of damage available to me before I go under. If I take 2 points of damage on the ship, I'm really going to be stressed with that. Probably better for me to take the assists, do a little bit less damage to the ship. Now that the pantry was destroyed before, I only have the food that I can grow or I've carried in with me, and I've got 2 points of food, and that gives me 3 dice. I could give it to anybody, but if I give it to the psychologist or the captain, I will not get the full benefit of these dice. So if I give it to the doctor, he's full, and I give it to the commander, they're almost full. Okay? We'll finish. Now the new events, anywhere from 2 to 3. So 2 events came in. So now the question is who do I want to assign to do this work? I know that the commander gets some extra benefit. So I'm going to bring the commander in and try to fix this pump. I don't have anything else I want to do. Their stress is fine. They got a lot of dice, and their health is pretty good. So let's see what happens when we roll this. So I got 2 6s and 2 4s. 20. I can fix this thing outright. Do I want to? I can get some food, and that's actually pretty important to pick up some food. So I know I want to drop those 2 in there. And I think I'm going to leave 1 person behind to do the repair. So I'm going to go ahead and get the food. I'm pretty happy with that result. So now the psychologist. So it's pretty likely the psychologist is going to get an extra roll here, or be able to apply one of his dice, and I'm going to use it to reduce the stress because everybody is in this one spot. The doctor is also a good choice because I can give everybody a point of health, but I kind of need the dice over here, I think. Do I want the health or the stress? I'm going to do the stress. Let's do that. So let's roll the psychologist. What a nice roll. That's a beautiful roll. Well, it's really easy for me to decide. I'm going to put the 4 over here, get the extra food. I can take the 5 and finish the repair off, and then I'm going to reduce everybody's stress by dropping that in. You can see everybody's stress drop some. That's going to make my choice at the end of the turn much, much better. Now the question is one person could fix this. The commander has a pretty good chance of fixing this because they get the, well, actually not the commander, the captain does, or the doctor. The hazard is just stasis. So now the question is what else do I want to do with the individuals? Captain's kind of hurt. I might go get the captain healed. So let's bring in the doctor. Roll our dice. Oh, wow. Nice roll. We'll drop that in for repair. We're fixed. I want a 5 to do +1 health. So she'll heal herself. Doctor, heal thyself. And we'll drop the 2 down for research. Now I have 2 points of research. I could do the minus 10% of stress across the board. I'm going to wait, because everybody can do this. Captain. So in the captain's case, I can get dice. I've already got food. I'm going to go get myself healed. I could actually also go out here and do a repair in the ship. That might be advisable. I'm pretty low. Let's actually do that. We're going to go do some repairs in the ship. Everybody can benefit from that. So to get the ship repairs, I need to get some doubles going on. I can add a die to myself, which would be nice. I'm going to save a 5. I'm going to roll the rest. I'm looking to get either a 5 to double up here, but if I don't, I still can add myself add a point to myself. And there's the 5. So I can repair the ship 2 or give myself a die. I'm going to repair the ship 2 by putting these 2 in here. If I had another 5, I could get a 3rd point, but I repaired the ship 2 points. That's good. And I'm going to put these down here. Now notice I have a MCC override where I can repair for a module for 17 points without rolling any dice. So we're going to finish. There's no impending damage, so nothing's going to happen. We get the storyline and we go into our choice. Our stress levels were pretty low, so we get some decent choices. We could get 2 points of health here. Both of them could use it. But they lose 1 die across the board. That's not so good. Or I can get a dice for all the crew and take 2 hits on the ship. I really don't want to take the hits on the ship. I'm only at 4, and I need to keep my ship health up if I want a chance at the end. So, even though I don't like losing a dice for all the crew, I'm going to do that. I mean, I do have 2 food left, so that should help. So we're going to drop 1 food on the psychologist, and a food on the commander. Yeah. So now I've got people healed up to a point where, 1 miscellaneous hit of something won't kill them. 1, 2, 3. Ouch. Alright, so we've got the captain back here. That's not good shape. That's not in good shape at all. I'm going to try to use the doctor here. So this red bar at the bottom says I'm going to take a point of damage. This says I'm going to take 2, and this means everybody's going to lose a die. I don't like any of those outcomes. So let's hopefully not get nailed here. Alright, so I took a hit with that 6. So I could save these and roll again, or just save the 10 and roll again and see what happens. But I'm still at risk of this particular, these two hazards. So I'm going to drop these points in here. Clear the event. Now I can roll without risk. And I get a 5. So I can get a health, or I can allow people to move throughout the cabin. I'm actually giving myself a point of health. Getting low on dice there, though. So now it's time for the commander. The commander is at full health. This is a single die, so if I roll a 4, I'm going to take a hit. But let's see what we can do here. Oh, wow. That's horrible. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my points. There's 17 points of curing. Whoop, down to 11. I can get some additional dice over here if I wanted them. I can also get 4 points of repair here. I would like to keep myself up on this. I'm going to roll all these dice again. That was a pretty low roll. Okay, here we go. So we have 1 assist blocking the injury. Still have an assist left. I need to use 11 points. So here's 11 points right there. Finished off the event. Now I can do 1 point over here to regain my dice to full, and then actually put 1 point in the research. Turned out pretty well. That was a pretty good deal. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the psychologist here into the mapper, or into the engine room. Primarily because I want to pull the captain out. Thinking. Or do I? What would I do with the psychologist otherwise? Food? Probably go for food. But I have to get a doubles. Yeah, no, I'll bring it over here. Alright, psychologist, boy. Roll your dice, lady. There's a double stasis. Oh, so close. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave the captain in there now. There's 1 point from repair. And I'm going to fix the ship 2 points. Now I'm 2 points from max on the ship, which is great. And then we'll finish that deployment. And the captain is going to roll. I can't help but fix this thing. And I'm hoping for a 5 or a 6 so I can get an additional die in here. I didn't get it. So I'll put the 2 in here to fix the event. And I'm going to take the... Well, I'm going to roll again. Should have done that with both of those. Alright, there we go. Finish the deployment. So no damage. Skip that. Now, we can get 1 food for cost of 1 hit on the ship, or we can reduce everybody's stress by 30%. Our stress is in good shape. I want the food. So now we've got a new option. We lost a crew member in the beginning of the game, before this whole thing started, and we can carve that person up into 3 pieces of food. Each piece of food gives 2 dice. And I got 1 for 3. So I'm going to hit the captain with 3. And you really need to keep your dice up. And so, I'm also working towards that one unlock. I'm going to give these guys dice. Okay? The disadvantage is the maximum health has been dropped by 1 point. I'm alright with that. New events. 1, 2, and is there a third? No. The commander is in good shape. So we're going to deploy the commander first. Wow. That is a nice roll. So I have... how many dice do I have to use to get this to happen? Most of them, huh? Yep, looks like. So let's see, if I get a 6, 12, 17, I'm not going to be able to do that unless I roll these dice, and I'm not willing to do that. So we're going to drop these in. I could get a 6 down here, or I could regain his dice. I'm going to regain his dice. There you go. I don't think I'm going to have anybody else coming in here. So that's been cleared. Now we've got this failure up here to deal with. I got some pretty high stress going on over here. So let's take the doctor, drop him into the lab. Roll, Doc. And you'll notice the dice have turned red because she ate bad things. Oh, look at the assist on this. I have 1 assist that got used up, one not left. I really just need to roll dice again. Yep, roll the dice again. Get some better numbers. Alright. So I'm going to have to bring somebody else up here. Knowing that, I could get an assist, block 3 potential bad things occurring to the people coming in, and do sedatives, reducing the stress across all the crew members, which is a good deal. I'll save that in a minute. No, I'm going to put it all here. And I'm going to take the psychologist and put her in here. And here's my thinking. If you look at the stress on these two, it's pretty high. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to roll high enough to be able to clear this. Ow. And still get the stress reduction. And I can. I don't want to take another hit over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do these. I know I want the stress reduction. And then I'm going to roll again to see if I can get the assist. No. Well, let's do one more stress reduction here. And now that I've cleared out the dice, I can put this new one down here. And you can see that the stress has come down quite a bit on those guys. I still have one more person to use. I don't have anything to fix. So what I'm going to focus on is, I think I'm going to go focus on food. The ship is in pretty good repair at the moment, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to try to get some food. Need to roll doubles. There we go. Double, double. Roll again, because I wouldn't mind getting another die. Like that one. And I'll drop this down to research. And I could drop everybody's... Drop them again one more. I think I will. There we go, 10% more is reduced. Now I've got some fairly low stress levels. Look at that, 0, 0. So I can get another food for one ship, or get one ship for stress. If we look at the ship thing, I'm pretty good right now. So I'm going to do the food. Actually, do I need to do the food? I still have a food. And I don't think there's anybody I'm going to give anything to except maybe the feed that one person. I'm actually going to get a ship repair.
Thanks for watching another episode of Dextor Plays. Please leave a like or subscribe, and post any tips or tricks down below.